This is a omega-3, hearty, fiberful, keeps you full recipe. Great to have first thing in the morning when you have an empty stomach. Hi, I'm Alexa and welcome to Sandals and Steel Toes. In today's video, we are going to be making a super quick and easy Chia Oat Breakfast Pudding. This overnight breakfast pudding is going to be keeping you full. It's packed full of healthy whole food ingredients. We're using chia, oats, flaxseed, almond butter, almond milk, and local maple syrup. Doesn't get easier than that. You make this breakfast the night before, let it sit in the refrigerator overnight to thicken up, and then in the morning, you are left with a thick and creamy breakfast pudding that is perfect for grab and go out the door. So if you're looking to replace some other typical breakfast foods, donuts, bagels, sugary treats, sugary cereals, this is a really good healthy option and it tastes really good too. You can dress this up with fresh fruit in the morning, coconut flakes, different crushed nuts. Like you can add all kinds of things to this to make it taste just the way you like it. So we're gonna dive into this video showing you how to make this super simple recipe and what the result is the next day. And then at the end, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what makes this recipe actually so healthy, why these ingredients are good for you, and why I have been incorporating it into my diet. So let's get started. Seriously, it only takes a few minutes and you can have enough breakfast prepared for the entire week. So these are the ingredients that I'm working with. Now we do take our dry goods and put them in different storage containers in our pantry. So this is the chia seed. Nice small little black seeds here. When these are in any kind of liquid, they kind of turn gelatinous. They're packed full of protein and omega-3. This is ground flaxseed. Again, this is full of fiber and good omega-3 fatty acid. And then I have my oats. Now these are quick oats. I would prefer to use regular oats, but this is what I have right now, so I'm using the quick oats. But you can use regular oats or also steel cut oats. The steel cut oats just might need a little bit more liquid. And then I have my almond butter. I got this at Walmart. The thing to make sure when you're looking at any type of almond or peanut butter, check the oil. This is made with palm oil, which is a good oil to use. That's not inflammatory. Stay away from any type of soybean oils, canola oil, rapeseed oil in your nut butters. Maple syrup from a local farm. This is straight from the tree. And then I have my almond milk. When possible, use organic almond milk. I didn't have it this time. And I always get original, so no extra sweetener. Okay, to start off our recipe, we're going to put all of the dry ingredients in the mason jars first. So I'm going to be putting 1/3 cup of my oats in the jars. Next, I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of chia seed and 1 tablespoon of flaxseed per jar. Then we're going to do a 1/2 tablespoon of our almond butter. 1 teaspoon of a sweetener of your choice. Now I am using local maple syrup. You could also use honey. If you were going to use actual sugar, I would recommend using something like stevia. And with that, you're gonna use significantly less than a teaspoon. You'd probably just actually do a pinch of stevia in each one. Try to stay away from white refined sugar if possible. These natural sugar choices are much friendlier to your body. They taste really good, if not better. And then we're going to do 1/2 cup of the almond milk. So I'm gonna pour half in, give it a good stir, and then pour the rest in and stir it all up again. And that's it. We have made a 3 days worth of breakfast here in just a matter of minutes. So at this point, we put a lid on it and pop it in the refrigerator. You can see how it's nice and liquidy right now, but after this sits in the refrigerator a while, even just a couple hours, it's gonna thicken up. It's gonna be like a thick pudding. If you like it more creamier, you can add more milk, or if you want it thicker, you can add less, but you do have some room in each jar here to play around with toppings. So you can add fresh fruit on top, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, some nuts, coconut flakes. So you got some room here to play around with that and then mix something in. So it's only been a few minutes and you can already see how they're thickening up. And that is the chia and the flax at work. So that's what really makes these really hearty and fiberful. Now this one I marked as milk because I ran out of almond milk just at the end, so I put cow's whole milk in this one, and one of my kids or husband can have that one. Just to note, like, this is a versatile recipe, so if you didn't have almond milk or didn't want to use almond milk, you could use another kind of milk of your liking. Okay, so now we're gonna cut to see what the overnight chia oat pudding looks like. Got our oats and chia. Drop some. I actually like to add nuts because this pudding is very soft. The oats get soft, the chia is soft. So I like adding nuts to give it a little bit of texture and crunch. I'm gonna be so full after this. So good. I love this breakfast. It is just a really quick and easy way to get some good beneficial vitamins into your body first thing in the morning, and you're not getting that sugar rush from sweets and donuts and other things that we as a society typically have and are marketed to eat breakfast. What actually makes these ingredients good for you? So when we talk about the chia, it is really high in protein and fiber. Both of those things are going to make you feel full longer. So if you get hungry really fast after breakfast, this may actually be a good recipe to try to help keep you full longer and be able to go a longer time frame between meals. So both the chia and the flaxseed are full of omega-3 fatty acid. So a little fact, as many as 95% of Americans are not getting enough omega-3 fatty acid. Your body can't actually make them on its own. You have to get those from your diet, from the food that you eat and put into your body. Omega-3s are really, really important for your brain health and also promoting healthy hearts. They reduce inflammation in your body, and they help promote good health with your eyes, immunity, digestive tract, and fertility. The fact that 95% of Americans are not getting them enough omega-3s into their diet is a little bit alarming. They are shown to decrease the risk of depression, and that goes back to your brain health. Other good sources of omega-3s, which are healthy fats, include lots of different kinds of fish, avocados, walnuts, all kinds of different nuts, and this chia and flax and all of the almond products that we're using in this recipe. So this is a omega-3 hearty, fiberful, keeps you full recipe. Great to have first thing in the morning when you have an empty stomach. And then you also have the oats, which are filling because they are full of fiber as well. So why I'm so passionate about getting a lot of omega-3s into my diet. Last September, I had blood work done through my functional medicine practitioner, And I got a whole panel of different things tested for. And when my omega numbers came back, my omega-6s were really, really high, and my omega-3s were really, really low, which is problematic because in reality, you want your omega-3s and omega-6s to be in balance, and you want those numbers to be more aligned and not have such a huge differing range between the two. So like I said, omega-3 fatty acids promote heart health, brain health, digestion, immunity, reduces inflammation, and omega-6s also have a lot of benefits as well. But the problem is we as Americans who are getting bombarded with processed food and seed oils have really high markers of omega-6. And when we're talking about seed oils, that's soybean oil, which is also known as canola oil, or rapeseed oil. You're looking at vegetable oils, sunflower oils, all of those are really high in omega-6, and those all lead to high inflammation. So your body is from the inside, if you think like you have a rash on your hand or something and you kind of get like it's red and puffy, you'll think of a bee sting. If you get a bee sting on your hand, it gets red and puffy. Imagine that's what's happening inside your body when we're talking about inflammation. When we eat these foods, our outside body doesn't always react. It can, but we're not always seeing a reaction on the outside. All the reaction is on the inside. So your tissues inside are red and puffy and inflamed. And when you feel that really icky, bloated feeling, that is all the inflammation inside your body. When your joints hurt, when you wake up out of bed and you're like, oh, my back and my knees, like I'm in my early 30s and I was having these pains every single day. And turns out my body was screaming and high in inflammation. So when I had all this blood work done, I found out that, you know, my omega-3s were down, which is a problem because I was having a lot of brain fog issues, just a lack of focus, dealing with a lot of depression and anxiety and just an overall lethargy, feeling fatigued all the time. And my omega-3s being as low as they were, that was a contributing factor. Now that's not the only factor, but it was a contribution. So since I have been supplementing with fish oil, which is super high in omega-3, and also adding more omega-3 into my diet with things like this and other good foods, a lot of that has changed and shifted. I have lessened the amount of seed oils and other processed foods that I was very used to eating. The inflammation in my body has gone away. I don't wake up in pain anymore. I feel like a 32-year-old should. I'm also a lot more focused and have ideas and can have more zest for life in general. I feel like myself. I don't have that cloudiness hanging over me. And there have been times over the last few months where I've gone back and eaten some of those foods that don't make me feel really good, and all of those really bad symptoms, they just fall back on me very quickly. But the good news is it's reversible, and you can take all of that off by eating more whole foods. This breakfast is a really easy way to start getting into that. And if you can only do one thing this entire month to working towards a whole food diet, spend 5 minutes a week and prepare 7 of these jars for yourself, and you are one step closer, and it is amazing how you will feel in just a couple weeks by switching to a whole foods diet. Bottom line, you want a balance with everything that you eat. No one's gonna be perfect 100% of the time. I know I'm not. This last weekend, I was eating foods that had dairy in them, and dairy has been a big contributor to my inflammation and to a lot of the yuckiness I've been feeling. And I know I shouldn't eat dairy, but I had the dairy and I suffered for the next 4 days. My stomach was in a lot of pain, lots of gastrointestinal problems, and my mood completely shifted. Today is like the first day in 4 days that I actually feel like myself again. The last 4 days I have been in like a zombie state, very tired, just felt very sick, no energy, nothing. And Part of the reason being is I was eating things over the weekend that I knew I shouldn't, that I know cause my body a lot of pain and suffering. But I did it because I wanted the thing, right? And I made that choice, but I know how to get back out of it. And so I didn't continue to eat the thing that hurts me. And it's all a learning process, and I just want to encourage anyone who is on a journey towards eating more whole foods. It takes time to learn and to change the way you eat, and if it takes 1 month or if it takes 5 years, whatever step you're doing today is the right step towards that. So just keep going with it and try this recipe. You can make it in a larger container. So if you have a family, you want to make a larger container of it, you know, just double or triple the recipe. And let me know what you think in the comments. If you make this overnight chia oat pudding, I would love to hear about it and how you are making it taste the way that you like. And it is versatile, so if you don't like almond butter, you could use peanut butter, or you could just keep it out completely. You don't have to put that in. You could use almond milk, coconut milk, cow's milk. The main thing that I think we're trying to achieve here is getting those really great omega-3s and fiber and protein into your breakfast, and you will get a lot of that with the chia, the flax, and the oats. So I really hope that you found this beneficial, and thank you so much for watching this video. And please subscribe to my channel for more recipes and gardening content. Lots coming up this summer, and very excited to share that with you as well. Like this video, share it out with your friends, leave a comment. Your support is very much appreciated to getting my content out in the world, so lots of people can benefit from it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day and take care. Bye.